from your family. Start stamping it out from there until the effect ricochets and ripple round until it comes to that point where a change comes. We need a change. But that change, we all keep looking at the top. I've told you, it's like a pyramid. Those 1%, they're just at the apex of the pyramid. They are being supported by us from down here. So if we take out the first layer, which is you and I talking about this and going, that does not work. That's not serving Nigeria. And we start changing our mind. When we take the edge off the first layer of the pyramid will drop down one step. And those of us that have left the first layer, we start talking to the people on the second layer. And just like that, until that pyramid of injustice falls to the floor. It's not by sitting in your mosque and sitting in your churches. It's not by that. God answered those prayers long before you were born. The prayer that you are now killing yourself in churches and mosques for, God has already answered them prayers long before you were conceived. God answered those prayers already. That's why He's blessed Nigeria as much as He has. We bring atmosphere for farming. Rat says, not to talk about the effect of this increase in price on the company's revenue. Exactly. They are all still, making a killing. And they will go home and say, thank you, God. Come and thank God on my behalf. We made 2 billion profits this year. At the back of who? How did you make 2 billion profits? How? But if we carry on talking about this and we're, encouraging one another, we are talking about it and we're bringing, issues up. We are bringing it up. We are not laying on our lazy asses and we're talking about it. We are bringing it up. We are talking to people about it. We are sensitizing people about it. We are getting educated about it. We go back into our schools, like Rat says, and, start teaching our children about history, about our citizenship, about, being a citizen of believing in something. And that thing, look at the UK. When they want to sing their national anthem, God bless our king. God bless our queen. Right. I just, I have narrow vision. Sorry. So it's all over that we need to start the work on. You have to start from your house. Tell your children about Agwe Ironsi. Tell your children about Obafemi Awolowo. Tell your children about Nnamdi Azikiwe. Tell your children about the things people have done in this country. Sensitize them. Let them know that there is a power inside them that God has given to them. Nigeria is a mighty nation. We are a giant, and each Nigerian has that grain of giant in him. If you decide to use it. A typical Nigerian, look at any country in the world, no matter how hard it is there, you will see a Nigerian thriving there. I am telling you, God has already blessed Nigeria. And what happened to us? It's time to go back to the drawing board. Let's redraw all this. Let's go back to the drawing board and start with redrawing our path. Let's redraw. And don't think I'm just going to sit here and talk about the government. Leave them for now. Leave them for now. Let's do from our immediate community. In your churches, in your mosques, in wherever you worship, in your society, let's keep talking about reviving Nigeria. It's time for Nigerians to speak And that is why your Nigerians speak now. It's time for Nigerians to speak. Let's speak. Let's carry on speaking until there is a change. I committed 2 hours of my day on Sundays. It's my rest day. And I've actually been under the weather for the past couple of days now. But I'm powering through because I know I can't keep quiet now. If I still have breath, I'll keep talking. And I encourage you guys to keep talking as well. This is a uniform effort that we need now. We need a uniform effort. You can't go like, I'm going to just carry on talking about this or just in my room and just forget about it. It's about me making money for myself. Okay, you make money for yourself, and then what? Why are you leaving behind? How have you helped your country to be better? What have you done to make sure that good things are spoken of you? What role have you played to change those things that you know is unfair on Nigerians? Play your role. This is me playing a bit of my role. It doesn't end here. I'm going to carry on. Watch this space. You're still going to see me a lot because this is the beginning, and I can't keep quiet anymore now. And I'm encouraging you guys, do not keep quiet. Even if you're not in Nigeria or you don't even have any family left in Nigeria, that's still your roots. It's still your roots. And you can't give up on your roots. Whereas you will dry off. You will dry off like that proverbial river that forgot its source. So don't give up. Let's carry on talking about this. Let's carry on doing this until there is a change. And change will come. Have faith in that. It will come. But it's not the time to sit in churches and mosques and be praying to God. God will say that. And the same thing he said to the Israelites. He said to Moses, what have you got in your hand? What have we got in our hands in Nigeria? We've got natural resources. We've got the land mass. We've got the human resources, which is the people. We've got the intellectual resources. Because an average Nigerian is smart. My daughter has never been to Nigeria. In fact, when that girl talks sometimes, I'll just be like, this blood, eh? An average Nigerian is super smart. So God has already blessed us with all of these things. So stop wasting your time begging God to come and answer your prayers. He already answered before you asked. Now is the time to look at what is in your hands. Moses had a rod in his hand and he parted the sea. What do you have? You as a person. What do I have? Vani, me. What have I got? I've got my voice. I'm using it now. I've not eaten anything today, and I'm online. I've been online for over an hour, and I'm going to be online for 2 hours, talking about this and nothing more. Don't give up. Don't give up on that country. They're Nigerian. Some people are already ashamed to say they are Nigerians. In fact, I am seriously thinking because like I said, I'm married to an Englishman. So my name does not even sound Nigerian. Now I always make sure that my middle name is there, so that people that know Nigerians will know that okay, she's a Nigerian. Because you see my name, you think I'm English, unless you see me. So don't forget who you are. Don't let our roots dry off. The only way it will dry off is if we don't talk about it. My manager is saying that we've got 200 million people, over more than 200 people, and the largest human resources. Let us keep talking. Exactly. We have the human resources. The HR is top notch. And you don't need education for this. Go and look at our history. The people that made most impact in Nigeria are not even educated. Go and look at our history. Stop letting your children forget your language and your history. My children have English. I've got a Yoruba teacher teaching them 3 times a week because I want them to learn how to speak Yoruba. Their favorite show is Ojo, who teaches them about Nigerian culture, for which I'm always so proud. I didn't even choose it for them. They found Ojo by themselves. And thank you, Ojo, wherever you are, for what you are doing. Because they get it now. My children will not offer to give me things with their left hand. I didn't teach them that because things like that don't really bother me. But they learned it from Ojo. They'll be like, mom, I can't give you with left hand because that's rude to give adults things with left hand. They'll give me with right hand. So that's Ojo contributing his quota. What are you doing as a person? Is it just about when I have eaten it, I don't care about what's happening in the world? No, we can't be like that. That is what our leaders are doing. Let's show them how to do it differently. Let's show them how to do it differently. Time is 11:11 now. I believe so much in synchronicity. So I believe that's a confirmation that we can do this. We can do this. Don't give up on Nigerians. Don't give up on Nigeria. That nation is going to be massive one day. It's going to be big. And it's not a hidden truth about me. I don't believe in Yoruba go Igbo go. No, we need our human resources. We need our human resources. Let's stick together. We just need to root out the miscreants in our country. I don't believe in Odua country, Arewa country. What's the Igbo one? Okay, Chuku, what is the Igbo country one? I just lost it now. What is it called? Biafra. Is it Biafra? I think it's Biafra. No, I believe we are stronger together. We just need to root out these miscreants. Nigeria is good together. We just need to root out these miscreants. That is the message. That is what needs to be heard. In this movie, American President, I watched it about 10 years ago. One of them, or somebody said there, that in a country where there is no water, people will drink sand. Sit with that. Where there is no water, people will drink sand. Sit with it. That's why people will come and be like, yeah, let's separate. Let's go our different ways. That is the best way forward for Nigeria. Look at when we were playing African Cup of Nations. Look at that uniformity. Look at that, the kind of love. People forget someone is Igbo, someone is Hausa. No, we all forget all of that. And, we come together. We can do that in all ramification. We can do that on all levels. We don't need to split. I know it serves some people's purpose, but don't let us be blind to the schemes of the wicked and the greedy. If there's any good thing the British did for Nigeria, is making us a nation. That is my thought. I could change it. I could change my mind tomorrow, but as I am speaking to you, that is my belief. You want to change my mind about it? Feel free to hit me up. I will listen with open minds. I will listen to you with open mind. I don't mind. I want to hear it. Sell it to me. Sell it to me that Nigeria needs to be split into 3 countries to survive. Come and sell it to me. But for now, I'm not sold on it. But until I'm sold on it, I don't believe it. I believe if we stick together, we will be all right. if we all work together as one. But if we keep saying, this is Yoruba's turn, is Igbo's turn, is the no, stop voting tribe, stop voting people. Vote ideas. What have you got to sell? What come and showcase what you want to do. I don't believe in Igbos have done it for so long. F that. What does that person go? What has that person go? What has that person got to offer Nigeria? That's where we should be looking at. And those are the things that we need to be talking about. Nigeria is a country where things can happen if we work together, regardless of where in the world you are. Nigeria can function splendidly if we get rid of the greedy and the greed in ourselves as well. We need to get rid of the greedy people that want to bring this country on his feet, on his back. We need to get rid of them. Then we need to get rid of the greed in ourselves as well. Because Yoruba says tibitire lambimo, which means that, with the good comes the bad as well. So if we look at our bad and look it straight in the face with truth in our face, okay, this is what I could do better. Nobody's perfect. Nobody is perfect. So if we look at it and go, this is what I can do better, and work on yourself first, then you can, transpire that out. That is why you hardly see me go, the government. Yes, the government is flawed. We don't even have a government. We just have some slave drivers. We just have some wicked souls. So it's not about the government now. Let's start from the beginning, from ourselves. Let's start from me. Let's start from you. How can I be a better me? Can you be a better you before you can now be a better Nigerian? Because he's getting to that point that something's got to give. We have nowhere to go now but up because we are at the bottom. Nowhere else to go but up. Again, we're still on Nigerian Speak. We're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. It's Nigerian Speak. Follow us and subscribe to our channel so we can move there. For now, we're still renting from Vanny Vortex, which is me. That's my personal page where I mess about. It's my playroom. Okay, so you might see different things on my page if you stay on Vanny Vortex, but we're moving this to Nigerian Speak, which is a page on its own. And we're on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you so much. And like I said, we're still talking about Nigeria and the issues facing Nigerians, the hunger facing Nigerians, the kidnappings, the bad government, the misappropriation, all of those ridiculous things that is a shame to Nigeria. And we're still saying that Nigeria can get back on its feet. But that work belongs to every freaking Nigerian. No one is left out. No one. And Ratus, I think it's Rats. No, Rats. Rat suggested, having a citizenship in our curriculum in the schools, which I think is a brilliant and fantastic idea. And that's the major thing that we have learned from today. Citizenship. Because that will tell each person who they are. It will remind them who they are. And it will help them to, work together to bring Nigeria to where it needs to be. Because Nigeria is a blessed nation. You don't even need to pay tax to run the country. That is the caliber Nigeria was created to be. But our greed, our laziness, because it's not just greed. There's laziness there as well. I can't be bothered to talk about it. Let him just carry on with this. Let him just carry on. I'm guilty of it as well. I pick my fights. I don't mind losing some battles to win the war. But sometimes, like in the situation like Nigeria, every battle is crucial to the war. Every battle is crucial to the war. Business there as well. I can't be bothered to talk about it. Let him just carry on with this. Let him just carry on. I'm guilty of it as well. I pick my fights. I don't mind losing some battles to win the war. But sometimes, like in the situation like Nigeria, every battle is crucial to the war. Every battle is crucial to the war. So we cannot give up and say that, oh, because it's just happening in my street, that's all right, I can overlook that. Start stamping it out of your street. Stamp it from your home. We can move mountains, but we need to stir up ourselves and come up together. Rome was not built in a day, I know. But don't give up. Do not give up. A lot of people are giving up on Nigeria. We cannot. We cannot give up on that country. Nigeria should be at par with Dubai at least.